So I went to see the dental hygienist this morning for a clean, and what I wasn't expecting is it really, really hurt. She clearly knew that it was going to hurt. She was brilliant. She said to me, look, you've got a bit of inflammation around your gums. We're going to do the cleaning. Just put your hand up if you need me to stop or give you a breather at any point, right? And I'm thinking, I'm not going to need that. That's fine. So she gets going, and I'm like, oh, my word, what have I got myself into? And all my energy and concentration is on trying to be still and trying to pretend like I'm not in pain and not to make a noise like this every now and then. So, partway through, I'm thinking, Ted, she keeps stopping every now and then saying, how are you doing? You okay? And I keep saying, yeah, I'm fine. And it's not true. I'm not fine. I'm in pain. And there were two things that were stopping me from doing that. And I think these are the same two things that stop people saying, in therapy even, I'm struggling, I'm anxious, or I'm sad. So, the two things that stopped me this morning. One, what's the point? So, if I tell her that I'm in pain, what's the point? We've got to do it anyway. So, I don't want her to stop. It needs to be done. So what's it going to do? And I absolutely hear that all the time from people with their mental health, which is, what's the point in saying it? What is anybody going to do? Nobody can take it away from me. So what's the point? And I get that, but we'll come back to it. Second, slightly more uncomfortably, is it was hard for me to say out loud in that room. It's hard for me to say it to myself, but there were two women in the room. And there is something about saying out loud, I am finding this hard. I am in pain. And this is not unique to blokes, but I think it's fair to say that blokes often sort of feel this, that it's hard to say, you know what, yeah, I find this really hard, I am in pain. And that just stopped me from doing it. It made me feel uncomfortable. So I set myself a challenge, which was next time she stops and says, how are you doing? Just be a little bit more honest. So she stopped, she said, how are you doing? And I went, I'm not gonna lie to you, it really hurts. And what she said was, yeah, I know, it's really painful, isn't it? You're doing really well. Now, nothing changed. So point number one, nothing changed. We were still going to do it. But what changed for me is I didn't have to pretend anymore. I didn't have to pretend like I wasn't in pain. She knew anyway. She could see me sort of flinching and tensing and all that kind of stuff. So what was the point in trying to hide it? I just had permission now to say, oh, yeah, that was painful. We still carried on. We still did it. And I was quite pleased with myself because I always say I'm fine. If you ask me how I'm doing, I'll say I'm fine. And often what I talk to my clients about is, if you want to work on that and you want to get a bit more comfortable saying that you're having a tough time, you don't have to go the whole hog. You don't have to tell everybody the whole story. But what you can start with is just being 10% more honest. So rather than I'm completely fine, just saying 6 out of 10. And that will do.